get to that.
Welcome back to the motherfucking YouTube streets. What's going on, everybody? We're going to be talking about Liver King tonight. We're going to be talking about a few other things, but Joe Rogan, Liver King, this is where we're at. We got Ronnie Blue Eyes, Breadwinner Ruger. It's Corrupt. Got Plug in the building behind the scenes, making everything happen with the magic.
That's right. Anybody there hitting the buttons, man? Good evening, good evening, good evening. YouTube streets. And we live.
Yeah. We talking Antoine Massie getting captured. We talking Liver King.
Let's
and
get
we
to that.
reacting to a Bodycam footage. Welcome to the YouTube streets, Friday Night Live. Let's get lit.
Yeah, you already know about it. Now, I know you want to look at this body cam of this officer slapping his wife with a cheeseburger.
Well, I just want to see a cop get arrested. You feel me?
You said, what?
All burgers, hold the fries. Take that burger, hold the
put the fries in the bag, man. We got to see this.
Yeah, a lot of these officers go through a lot of PTSD, man. And they take it out on their wives, man. A lot of them, they ain't got no outlets. They can't take it out on a perp.
Yo, that's a great point that you bring up. They got the highest suicide rate than any other profession out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they fall under a lot of statistics when it comes to violent tendencies and natures and stuff like that.
Facts.
But
Seems like we would have
I want to get into that, Ronnie.
Protocol, somebody to talk to. Seems like they would have protocol, somebody to talk to.
That goes along with the bill of reform that they're trying to push for the police force. They're trying to say that even though they're trying to reform for society and citizens of certain communities, they're also trying to tend and cater to the officers that may need counseling, therapy, check-ins, annual, psych evals, because a lot of them deal with burdens and they have no outlets. Not sticking up for them, but it's not an easy job, Well,
I mean, some of the things some of them cats see, man,
Well, it makes them into an animal that they didn't think they'd ever turn into. I remember seeing, this is just being in prison from a very young boy to a grown adult. Every time they have newbies, which would be rookies or new cadets from the academy, you could see the innocence in them. You give it 6 months to a year, hardened steel, nasty, rigid, ready to be, it's turns. Yeah, absolutely. They turn into an animal as well.
So, well, it's almost necessary.
You would have to, pretty much.
Some regard. I mean, you don't have to become a monster, but mentally you have to compartmentalize.
Well, you can't be naive either.
Yeah.
Right.
So it definitely hardens you. It'll season you, but it all depends on how you digest it. You might turn into a devil.
So this dude right here looking like Tom Hanks from Castaway on steroids, bro. He all fucked up. He tweaking and geeking.
So shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you for pulling up. Hit the like button. If you're not a new subscriber, definitely hit the subscribe button. We have a Patreon and we also have members only.
Hit that like button if you like something. Hit that like button.
That's something to check out if you like, if you want to get into something like that. But Liver King. This is a guy who thinks that eating raw meat, liver.
Fun fact. DVS is
excuse you.
Fun fact. DVS is taller than Liver King. I gotta go now.
Fun fact. Thank you for the fun fact.
Another fun fact. Alongside eating raw meat, he's shooting steroids 24/7. So let's just get that out the way.
So there were some people that were calling him out and saying that this raw diet that he's on is a bunch of bullshit.
Another fact. This man has multiple coffee enemas daily.
Yeah, so there's a fun fact with that as well. I know we're jumping off the topic and we're going off the rails a little bit, but they say that depending off your mood, when you do get a colonic enema or whatever this is, it can shift how you are after the enema. It can if you're dealing with some things, almost like a bad trip of acid, You might stay a certain way. So they say that it can change you for the worse if you're
I know
not in a
somebody
place
like
of.
that.
Yeah, no, it's a real thing. It's
I know
actually
somebody from
scientifically
my
proven.
hood who took acid back in the day, and they still tripping. They
I was talking
permanently
about the
fucked
enema,
up.
bro. Definitely, I
Nah,
was
I'm
just a
trying to
comparison.
change that fucking
Yeah, yeah.
subject.
Let's
I
get to
know
that.
somebody.
Bring it up.
I knew a
Bring
few.
it up, man. That's he's doing organic coffee enemas.
So
Yeah.
being a vet tech, I've had to do a lot of enemas. It's not this. It sucks, bro.
Personal.
All right,
That's
this just got
crazy.
weird. Let's move on.
Wicked
So
wild. Yeah,
back to
facts.
saying what we were saying earlier, giving the bio of Liver King. This is a guy that believes that you can eat raw meat and you can look jacked up just like this. They did a little investigation. And they seen that he was bullshit.
And he
He's
definitely
fucking
looking jacked up, just not
tested
jacked
up.
up.
He's tested up and he's
He's
got
busted up.
the roids out the wazoo. So it's all bullshit. I think he's hitting his pinnacle when it comes to as much steroids as you could possibly take before you
Yeah.
just
And he messed
flatline.
up. He messed up. He got scabs all over the face. He's
Yeah.
all
No,
over
that
the
was him
place.
doing extreme sports. I
He's
think a
mumbling and
branch
stumbling.
hit
Talking
him in the
reckless.
face.
He
Was
either
it a
fell
local
straight
sort?
on his face or he been in the mirror for hours.
And
One
he's
of
talking
the
ragtime. You can tell by the way he's just talking. He's tweaking, bro.
So this
And
is what we're gonna
geeking.
do. We gonna see a little bit about him and see how he calls out Joe Rogan. And when we're gonna get to Joe Rogan and let y'all see how Joe Rogan moved the chess pieces just to have the follow-up when it comes to protecting himself against this psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the road. Heading to you, Joe Rogan. You fucked up. The Liver King cells have been activated all across the country. And here I come from North Carolina, straight to your punk ass. Joe Rogan, you're a trained black belt. I've got no training. This should be light work for you.
It is light work.
But the thing is, it won't. Because
Yeah, you seen Joe Rogan's leg kicks, man. He will
Listen,
fucking
Joe
chop down a
Rogan will beat
tree.
the dog shit out this dude. One kick and it's over, bro. He'll
those
break that
spinning
fucking
back
leg.
kicks, bro. You seen them spinning back kicks from Joe
Not
Rogan?
even the spinning back kicks, bro. I'm talking
Nah,
about
he's straight up.
the
He kicked the
side
bag
joints.
harder than the UFC fighter, bro. He got one of the most powerful kicks in the game,
Oh,
bro. Straight up.
bro, he got the world record on spinning back kicks for the most power.
Listen, he's gonna bait this dude right into a trap and pop off on him. If he don't get shot, he's gonna get beat up straight up.
Because somebody might say like, "Oh, he lied," that kind of shit, and like you've come clean on that. That doesn't discount anything else that's happened before that. It doesn't discount a single fucking thing that you've taught prior to that. What are you gonna say? You call a snake oil salesman? Sunlight is snake oil? Fucking cold therapy snake oil? What are we doing here? You think liver's snake oil? Look at the fucking micronutrient profile in organ meat. Come on.
So I'm glad that you showed this clip because now you're getting the idea why Liver King is mad at Joe Rogan. It's because of the words Joe Rogan said. He's been called a scammer too. So it's
and
kind
he
of
called him out for being on steroids in the past too, as well. You know what I mean?
It reminds me, and Corrupt brought it up earlier, of a fight between these two, but it does remind me of Wes Watson.
Right. And to bring your dogs, to get the dogs involved, that's just wrong, bro. You don't want to get dogs involved, bro, because he said he had the Dobermans with him that did his family. Yo, well, let me tell you this. I got 4 pit bulls and they my family. And respectfully, they would tear your dogs up. Just metaphor, just hypothetically speaking. So be easy.
Hey, man,
for me on the
takes them
sidelines,
dogs near security. Those dogs will not be going anywhere after
He's
that.
putting them in harm's way, bro. He could get them hurt. Get them, you know what I mean?
Witnessing the modern witch hunt, because somebody might say like, "Oh, he lied," that kind of shit, and like the
world has wolves, and what's required of you, I didn't give it to you, but I'm going to call you a man. Bar mitzvah, happy sweet 16. We'll make shows out of it, and romanticize it, and we'll decorate it so much so the utility of what it actually was, the wisdom, like why are we hurting so bad?
Yo, he is out of his fucking mind, bro.
Yo, facts.
He's on a trip and he's not coming back, bro. Whatever
I
he's
was just
on,
gonna say,
that
bro.
shit fucked him up bad, bro.
I don't know about New York, but DVS out here in Boston, it's very common for a homeless person to have a gym membership, right? Because like they could go there, they could work out, they could get out the cold or get out the heat, they could shower, they could brush their teeth, they could wash up, right? This dude looks like a homeless man with a gym membership. Straight up.
He does.
Bad today, yes, man. You know, how come we don't have direction? How come we don't have fulfillment? Why don't we have so much family? How come we think maybe the world would be better without us? How can we think that maybe that's an option? Maybe I'd take my own life. Maybe I'd take my own life. And
yeah, man, he's on something. He is flying right now, man. I don't know. That's like 60 shit. I don't know what he tapped into, but whoa.
It's also
that's a batch from back in the day.
It's also though some pity me, some woe is me types.
Man, once you start
talking that right there, like
and offing yourself, everybody,
yeah,
oh my god,
yeah, you're looking for sympathy, you reaching,
yeah,
fishing for a compliment.
You know, a rite of passage that does something special for you. A rite of passage shows you that you did something that was the hardest thing you've ever done. And if it wasn't, you didn't do it right. But it was the hardest thing you've ever done, barbarian. And now that you've come back, you realize you can do something that you thought you never could. You did it. You actually did it. You come back, and now your name is even different.
I got some wild
the world
stories.
Has more plates, more dates.
Wild stories. Holy shit. He is tweaking and geeking, baby. Let's see what he's saying in this
guy. Unsubscribe to him and the vigorous other guy, and then everyone who unsubscribes, every single one, the millions, I'm going to donate the exact amount to a charity that does good.
He's like, this is all bullshit, bro. This is what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
I like that shirt, COVID 1984, man. Shout out to George Orwell. Man, if you haven't read that book, man, I suggest you go and get it. It's a classic. They might never even fucking make prints of it anymore. Yeah,
it's a great book, man.
Also,
it's also my year.
If you can, think that far and read between the lines. But yeah, man, fire shirt.
And I have a present for. Been trying to give him. I didn't know the right time to give it to him. The more plates, more dates guy. Unsubscribe.
He bugging.
Their energy is weird, sitting like that for an interview.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna point that out, bro, but I didn't want to name the style because I don't know if you still call it like that respectfully. You know what I mean? I was just about to say some shit, but
bro, they say crisscross applesauce,
bro.
I was gonna say something else, but I ain't even.
You gonna say my heritage? Yeah.
Bro, he comfortable.
That's all right though, cause I still call it that shit, right?
Well, back in school, they called it Indian style, sitting Indian style. Even in school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Respectfully.
What you mean, plug? Oh, never mind.
What's up?
I saw you put whack, and then I didn't see.
No. As I said, whack 100 interview on members only. Go ahead.
Yeah, I see.
And so when motherfucker pieces of shit try and unravel the gift that is my family.
When that's yourself, though, you're unraveling the gift of your family.
Right.
He definitely
Sorry about
tweaking.
that. Technical difficulties.
I thought it was on my end. I'm over here trying to fix my phone. I'm like, wait a minute, what was that?
We got you, homie. We'll keep it rolling.
No, but listen to this. So he keeps bringing up family about Joe. He's making that like that's the reason why he's coming for Joe Rogan. Why crash out on the internet though? If he really wanted to get Joe, being from
exactly
publicity, man.
That's a great point. It's all about clout.
He's got a movie coming out, bro. He's got a whole bio.
He got a documentary already out on Netflix.
Yeah, he's doing this to try to make his name pop. He's trying to hit the algorithm.
Free press.
I don't know. I would like to see that fight because I know it wouldn't last, but maybe 5 seconds, man.
And I mean, bro, let's face it. If he
Joe Rogan could break him down like a tree, chop him down like a tree.
Get it lined up though, bro. That would be a payday. Like, cause Joe ain't gonna fight in the street. So if Joe did fight,
listen, Dana White, listen. I'd hate to say it, but it would almost be like celebrity podcast kind of
pay-per-view,
showdown, pay-per-view. And but then it's kind of water. I don't know, man. When you go down,
you're diminishing the reputation of the UFC if you do that.
You're kind of
turning into Jake
You're
Paul.
watering it down, man. You can't do that. It would have to be I would have to be crazy stipulations, man. It would just have to be them.
He should just write Wes
It would have
Watson.
to be them. It would have to be them. Just the two of them and maybe a bodyguard to break it up, a referee and a camera, and then it happens right then and there, and then after that it gets released and people, something like that. That's the only way I could see it really happening without any other crazy shit diminishing it. That's how two men do it. He wants to do this primal man-to-man shit. It would have to be him and Joe Rogan, and then
hand-to-hand combat. Yeah.
Man, he needs
a bodyguard and then a referee, and then
mano y mano.
Whoever the fuck walks out of there is who walks out.
He needs to drop it with Rogan, man, and just line it up with Wes Watson. Liver King versus Wes Watson.
I don't want to see that, man. That wouldn't even work out, man. Neither one of them have to fight, first of all.
If he can make it
with Wes Watson. Bro. Listen, neither does Wes Watson. Wes Watson does not have to fight.
I know.
No. I wouldn't pay money to see that shit. I would not.
They pay. They'll pay, bro. People would pay to see it, man. People paid to watch Charleston White and the damn
Island Boys. Hands on him, listen, man. Charleston White got his hands on him, man. He might be slow, but I know back in the day when he was in juvie, man. He was one of them kids. I know a few kids. He reminds me of a kid now I was locked up with named Peter Marin. Just like that.
Charleston White's like 50 years old with one eyeball, bro. Like 50 years old with one eyeball, and he's fighting a little bitty twink who kisses his brother. Now you gonna tell me that people gonna pay to see that little faggot that show and
straight down the pipe on that young boy, straight down the pipe on,
and then they ain't gonna pay to see this wild catastrophe.
Man, I don't like Charleston White, and I don't like motherfucking whatever their fucking retard ass names are.
Nobody knows
visual names. It's one of the Island Boys.
I saw clips later on my algorithm. That was it. That was enough for me. But I went and
watched it. I did.
Now I would pay to watch Joe Rogan to fuck him up though.
Sure.
I would definitely pay for that though. All the way.
I didn't pay to watch it. But I watched that.
No testing, because they're both on tests, bro. They're both on steroids, bro.
Yeah.
No testing, and just get at it, boys. Go ahead, boys. You tryouts is for one position only, and let's see who.
Rogan won't do that though, bro. Just because of the stuff we were saying, it's like
it
taking.
Wouldn't even last 5 seconds.
He's on a whole nother level. Yeah.
Joe Rogan come in there and break his whole shin, bro.
Oh, Wes Watson would
hit him in his side and his liver. He'll fucking bro. If
he'll
Joe
break
Rogan
the Liver King's liver.
Joe Rogan was a kick fucking Liver King in his liver, bro. It'd be over for Liver King, bro.
Facts.
That's facts.
And I'm telling you, that big one kick is all it takes. He'll be pissing blood for a week.
You already know.
That's the only reason, like, Joe Rogan wouldn't do it. But if he did, hypothetically, that's the only reason people would buy the fight.
Do it just because he can, just because he needs. He'd be like, "Shut the fuck up," and then go back to body.
He don't need the money. He don't need to.
Not about the money,
right? But if this dude ever ran up and got close enough, he would get chopped down like a tree or get popped on like a target. You feel me?
I think that's what Joe Rogan's waiting for. So this is my theory. I believe Joe Rogan said, "You know what? I'm not gonna play with this fucking retard because he's out of his mind, right? Maybe he's got some parasites or something. He's going fucking crazy.
And he tweaking and he peeking. Yeah.
So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this the legal way. So when it does get crazy, I could end this situation real quick, fast, in a hurry, and get right back to Potter.
Yeah, and like we were talking about behind the scenes, right? If he baits him in like that and takes care of business, handles business, right, deletes his ass, he can say, "Look, he was coming at me, bro. I had to protect myself, self-defense. Easy as that."
It won't be no fight if he gets
a legal body, right? That's a legal man down. That's legally
that's what I'm saying.
Put him down. You can
And
put
he
him
wouldn't even
down
have to
legally.
shoot him, but he could, because he in Texas. He could pop his
Oh,
ass, but he could just
Man,
beat
it
the
depends
dog
on how
shit
he's
out of him.
feeling that day. It depends on how he's feeling that day. If he's feeling like he wants
Don't he
to give
got a
a shit,
restraining order?
yeah, so it's a wrap. If he comes in the
bro.
vicinity of him, he can put him down hard, fast, in a hurry, man.
And when you have a restraining order, you're not allowed to have you anymore. But I mean, he done showed up with a. So that basically tells you next time he shows up, there's a good chance he's gonna have another. No matter if that order, he done.
One more time.
Oh, if you're gonna show up on a restraining order, you might as well show up with that.
No, we're not pushing that kind of shit. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go all the way, I mean, I'm assuming that would be a part of the package. I don't know, man. I think that he can fly off the handle. I think that he might try to pop up again, and I think for whatever reason, Joe Rogan's gonna have every right to put his ass down like a wild elk, and he's gonna be man down, bro. It is
Joe Rogan gonna pull out the damn crossbow on his ass.
You gonna put him down like a rabid coyote.
No, I don't think so. I really
like
do
a coyote
think that
with rabies.
I think that Joe Rogan is really gonna just give him a good kick to the motherfucking liver or the leg. You know, break that leg and probably break his face with the other kick. Because Joe Rogan's kicks, man, I'm telling you, man, he's tiny and mighty, man. Fierce fucking kicks on him. Donkey kicks.
He go
they
fucking
talking about
some of
in
the
the
most
chat.
powerful kicks in the game.
They talking about in the chat that homeboy's got implants in his abs. Those aren't real abs. So I'm over here thinking, if that's true, and Joe Rogan hits him with that kick in the abs,
well,
bro,
I don't think it's the abs. So what I think that's from the overuse of the steroids. What happens is it starts to really pop and protrude, and then when they start taking the things to cut weight, there's an actual science to this. When they cut, it actually enlarges and it sucks the fat and water weight away. But
it inflammates.
But because the muscles are so worked,
expanded, right?
It looks like they could be implants, but it's not. That's what happens, man. Over time, it's just built muscle with the extra steroids on top of it, and then taking the cut to cut the weight so it'll protrude more.
Let's say somebody like that makes it to 65, 70 years old and ain't been working out the last 10, 15 years. What happens to that body, man? Like,
so a lot of it stays just like that. Just it shrinks. It'll be the same kind of definition. It'll less water, and it'll just be like just thinner. You'll see the cuts, but that's all water weight.
So this dude been wilding, huh?
Yeah, man.
Wicked wild.
Like talking mad cash shit, huh?
Well, it's not the fact that he's talking mad shit. He's pulling a Pinot, man. He's talking shit and he's pulling up.
And he's pulling up, yeah.
So, he's kind of dangerous because he's still popping shit after the fact that he got arrested. And he's still talking about, because that's a violation of order of protection. So that's why I say he's not here mentally. He's not in a place where he's not really taking this into consideration of, I really can't go to jail because I'm violating an order of protection. You can't, once you have a order of protection, you can't contact or try to contact them through via text, social media, creator accounts, any way,
but I think you're right,
fashion, third party or anything.
They say no. They say there's no such thing as bad publicity and shit like that, right? You know what I mean? So it might just be a clout grab. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at what cost, right? That's all I'm saying.
At
what
facts.
Cost?
His freedom or his life.
Since he's got the restraining order, has he been making more threats?
Okay, it's Corey Clay just left me a message. It was freestyle. It's a rap battle.
So hey, real quick to answer Carl's question, he has
2 hours
low key.
Ago.
Yeah, he does it low key now. He's like the person that rhymes with Hogan. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he's dropping subliminals now. Yep.
Sneak visit.
Name was B. What was it? Dirty B. Dirty B. It's a rap battle. Chipper chattel, chittle chatter, chipper chatter, chittle chatter. Can't think no time. King time. Look at me rhyme. Here we go. You're talking about Joe Rogan, not me. No harm to do to he. He barely, not a real man can stand proud, honorable, a fight.
Yeah.
That's what I demand. That's what I demand. I can challenge you to a fight. I can withstand. I can demand. I can go deep.
Whoa, pause. He bugging and tripping, bro. What the fuck? Yo.
Man, this guy's out of his mind. This is all clout. He's gonna get knocked out, man.
This fucking guy.
This guy, and I'll tell you right now, man, that water weight is not. It's not the same thing as natural working out. Like natural,
Facts.
like I'm talking about solidness. You know what I'm saying?
Mass and muscle, right? That's just water weight.
That test shit is different. It's like
it
looks crazy, but all they do is light reps and light and long reps. That's all they do, all day long.
So tweet squad right there.
It masses the muscle with it's like a little bit of spice, but there's nothing behind it.
Chemicals, right?
Yeah, they're not even that strong, to be real with you. Like there's natural strength and then there's that test steroid shit. It's not the same. It's not.
He looked like he bought the ass for $1.
My name's Joe Rogan. I'm the big bully. I can talk shit about anybody. But anybody is a real man, is a king. Sometimes it'll sting. He'll punch back, fight back, challenge you to a fight any day.
It makes me think
always
like
never retreat.
Remember the show Vikings? Makes me feel like he's trying out for a part on Vikings.
Like, oh man, don't even do my show dirty like that.
Hey, I love Vikings.
Nah, I hear you though. I tell you though.
But
what came to mind for me was something like that too, Ronnie.
Yeah, when he had the fur on, I ain't gonna lie to you.
The Earl, you remember the Earl of the other place? They put the blue on their face and all the like that's him, bro. That's him. Wow.
That's crazy. Wicked wild.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Tam, Shane Haslett, Lisa, Catherine.
Yeah, hit the like button if you like something. Ride with us.
Barry Woods. Man, you already know. Barry Woods. Now, yeah, we just chilling here tonight, man. Friday night, TGIF. You already know how that goes, man. We're talking about this Liver King bullshit with Joe Rogan. I think Joe Rogan is actually, lining him up to be in the right when he does have to, protect himself and put him down.
Facts.
Like a wild boar. You know what I mean?
And him with the damn bow and arrow.
Yo, that shit put a dent in a Tesla truck, a cyber truck. No joke.
For real.
Yeah.
That was a good joke, Ronnie. I don't know why DVS didn't laugh at that, but that was a good inside. Joe Rogan's really good with the bow and arrow. DVS, you should have laughed. I'll be back.
I didn't understand that. I'm sorry, my mind is not in the gutter.
Nah. Joe Rogan had Elon Musk on the podcast, and he was in a cyber truck, and he tested his bow on the truck.
Next
and
topic.
He right in that shit. Feel me?
Oh, okay, gotcha. Elon Musk just got kicked out the White House, and he stole Miller's wife. You heard about that?
That been happening a little back, man. He done apologized to Trump and all that now, right?
Nah,
man. Shit, he did?
Yeah, like the stuff you just said is what I heard like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's gonna be forever fresh, bro. I don't care where you go. I just have short shit.
I heard a week after that started that Elon had went back and apologized to Donald.
Where he apologized for taking his bitch? What he said? I'm sorry for taking your wife?
Nah, he ain't say nothing to homie.
I think with all the crisis going on in the world, they try to put that shit aside and unite. You know what I mean? I think it was on some shit like that.
All right, you want me to read this right here?
Yeah, what do we have here?
I'm sorry for insulting Ronnie and saying he looks like a ball sack, but my eyes ripped. I got an eye injury, and I was pissed the fuck off. I thought it was a permanent injury. It wasn't permanent. It's healed now.
Yeah, drugs are bad.
That's an apology?
Okay.
Drugs are bad, okay.
Well, try that apology again. I didn't read it. Sorry, Ronnie. Yo, my bad. Yo, come back with a better apology.
Like usually on an apology, you end with
That's an
apology.
excuse, not an apology. That's an excuse.
Right,
But
right.
go ahead.
That's an excuse
Whatever.
that isn't
I ain't
even
sweating shit. You
a
feel me?
real excuse.
Yeah.
That's weak sauce, Raquel. Get your pen out.
So now you have the jail, the New Orleans escapee. He just got caught. One of the last two. I don't know if you want to. We have a video on our channel too. We can react to. But before that, we talked about this before. But I mean, has there been a chance? Has there been a time where you had a chance to try to escape DBS?
Oh shit.
Well,
and we talking Anton Massie.
So it's been over 7 years, more than 7 years, and So this is a real fucking situation here, man. I could have went to a place where I'd have probably been on the run, or I'd have been dead before I got a chance to be on the run. I was on a Rikers Island bus coming back from court, going to Rikers Island. CO left the gate open with the lock. I was able to, pull that lever and open the door. But the dude I was cuffed to, he didn't seem like he was too into what it is that I was doing. But I was really thinking about going for it. Was offered 18 to life, so I'm just like, fuck it, man. Let's play GTA. But I didn't go through with it. But it could have definitely been a bad situation.
Right, Anton Massie.
Right there.
They got his ass. You know what I mean? I wonder if somebody's gonna collect that reward though, because if it was a tip off, there was a 50,000 reward on that shit.
So allegedly, his own family turned him in, but I don't. That's what Poeta Flacco said. A lot of people saying, but I don't know.
That's justified though. If you're on the run, I would want only my family to turn me in.
But
right?
they might not. He might not qualify for the reward though. There might be stipulations, and they might have did it because of his bad charges. Let's not forget. Don't go rooting for this man because allegedly he's in there for some bad shit.
I've known people that have their cousin hit their cousin up and be like, "Look, I'm gonna turn myself in, but there's an award, so you call and turn me in. That way you can get the money."
That shit, yeah.
You know what I mean? Take care of baby mama or whatever. But I want to point out too on that thumbnail, bro, the picture that was on the right side. I don't know how many of y'all watched Snowfall all the way through, but that picture on the right side, man, looked like Scully, Snowfall. Old boy that gets all messed up on the hits. He ends up in the show. He tampers with the wedding food and gets everybody tripping. But this dude, he reminded me of that dude, man, and that dude was a menace. I just had to say that, bro. I was sitting here looking at that day picture while he was talking and couldn't get right there on the right. Looks like Scully off of Snowfall.
Snowfall's such a classic show because it was the last one of the legendary director. What's his name again? Oh man,
John Singleton.
Yes, John Singleton. I like Snowfall. I think it portrays the life of Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, and it's a great show. Make sure y'all check it out.
Yeah, facts.
His daughter's directing stuff, man. That new movie that just came out took my daughter to watch it, man. It's like it's basically like Friday, but a female version. His daughter wrote and directed it, man, and it has a lot of plays, drawbacks to multiple different Fridays in it. A lot to the first Friday, but in female form, bro. It's got that singer Caesar, whatever it is, and then another chick, man. But it was actually really good. I was shocked. But yeah, man, shout out to his daughter because she's keeping the legacy rolling.
Salute.
Anyways, this dude, man, so where he get caught up at?
At a private location in Hollygrove.
9400 block right in New Orleans. He wasn't even far.
In Lil Wayne's hood.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I was just about he was in the hot boys, you know what I mean? The hard boys.
I thought Hollygrove wasn't there no more.
Oh, that's what it was reported.
Maybe it's the other one I'm thinking of, man.
So I guess those charges get overlooked then, right?
Oh yeah, that's what. Hey, play the video in the private chat because he talks about that in the video. Play the video.
Hey, you know what's crazy about that plug? They said he was one of the leaders of the escape attempt.
Antoine Massie.
Yes, he was.
He has been known for making social media posts as he's been on the run. He was one of the 10 inmates who escaped from the Orleans Justice Center several weeks ago now. He and Derek Groves were the only two remaining still on the run. But this afternoon, we have learned at WWL Louisiana that Antoine Massie has been recaptured.
I was in custody for almost 8 months. All right, 6 months, something like that. I was in there for theft of a motor vehicle and domestic abuse involving strangulation. That's what I was in Orleans Parish for. Okay, but before I was in Orleans Parish, I was in a jail called St. Tammany Detention Center. All right, St. Tammany jail here and St. Tammany Parish. There's two different parishes, Orleans and St. Tammany. Okay, today what I want to talk about is that I was on second-degree kidnapping, second-degree rape, domestic abuse, battery,
second-degree rape, bro. This dude got charged with rape.
Violation of protected.
Yo, well, that's my point, right? How was he the ringleader, right? They all taking his word and doing what he says, and he got bad charges. So they all, you know what I mean? That's my whole point. Like,
well, if he was the one that had all the inside ties, or he had the, you know,
yeah, but as soon as they got out, they could have chopped his ass up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But maybe they felt some kind of loyalty to him.
That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form right here. And she's not a child. She's an adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. You remember, all allegations against me is false. I was nowhere around her or none of that during the timing.
Your little son is asking for his dad. He don't know where you may be. And I don't want to keep on wondering where you may be.
Antoine, I'm begging you, son. I'm broken. Please, get in touch with Reverend Brown.
After more than a month on the run, 33-year-old Antoine Massie has finally been captured. Massie, one of 10 inmates who escaped from the Orleans Parish Justice Center on May 16th, was tracked down in a residential neighborhood in New Orleans. Authorities say an anonymous tip led U.S. Marshals to a home in the Hollygrove area, where Massie surrendered peacefully around 3:30 p.m. on June 27th. His arrest marks a major win for law enforcement in one of the most embarrassing jailbreaks in Louisiana history. Massie isn't new to escape plots. In fact, this was his fourth time slipping through the system. He was originally locked up on serious charges, including rape, kidnapping, and vehicle theft across both Orleans and St. Tammany parishes. Officials say he may have received help from a woman believed to be his on-and-off girlfriend, who has also been arrested. Investigators believe Massie may have had inside help again this time, as the details of the escape continue to raise red flags. The May 16th jailbreak shocked the city. 10 inmates managed to bust through a hole behind a toilet and walked right out of the facility, while no guard was on duty in the dorm. Massie even posted a video on social media during his time on the run, claiming he didn't escape. He was let out. Graffiti reading "Too Easy Lol" was left behind near the escape hole, symbolizing the chaos and lack of control inside the jail. So far, 9 of the 10 fugitives have been caught. Only one, convicted murderer Derek Groves, is still at large. Following his arrest, Antoine Massie is being transferred to Angola, Louisiana's maximum security prison. Officials say he will face additional charges for the escape, and his alleged accomplice will also be prosecuted.
Definitely getting transferred.
With the manhunt down to one final fugitive, law enforcement is offering a $50,000 reward for any information leading to Groves's capture. Meanwhile, the city continues to face pressure over jail conditions, security failures, and how 10 inmates managed to pull off such a bold escape in 2025.
Look, I ain't even gonna be on here too long. I'm just gonna piggyback on what my auntie was talking about Antoine Massie. All y'all out there with that clickbait shit, man, just trying to get views out my little cousin, man, painting a stupid ass picture about my little dog, man. He is nothing like what they talking about. Antoine ain't never raped nothing, they never done none of that shit. They painting the pictures, they
but
paint
on paper
on
he did though.
He ain't did none of that shit. That fucking pool party, he was out there cannonballing and jumping in. That was over 2 years ago in Atlanta when that boy first came home with my cousin Johnny. They was out there just having a good fucking time. He ain't that fucking dumb to be out here right now doing no stupid shit like that. That shit is old. And like my teacher said, my grandparents did everything they could for Twan. They did it. He was raised by a loving, caring family. Everybody got major love for that boy. We want to see him come home safe. All that bullshit y'all need to stop. Quit trying to get clout off our family.
I don't
Fuck y'all.
You. You know he was gonna get locked up because
Hey, fast forward this real quick. There's a conspiracy that this guy tried to present. I want DBS to see it. It kind of went over my head a little bit. A little bit more, a little bit more. It's coming up here. Right there.
Massie. Okay, he had a birthday party for his child. It looks like between him going in and out of prison. This the guy who had the jailbreak a few weeks ago. He's out on the run. Massie. Okay, check it out. That's him. Look at this. It looks like a 7, but I think it's something else. Okay, this is very important. It's very important because people look. I did a video 9 days ago about this when they broke out the bathroom. Remember, they went to the bathroom. They took the toilet off the wall. On the wall, they wrote a lot of graffiti. Look at the nose. Look at the nose, and look at that right there. Okay, all right. Now look back at that. Okay, look. Now, go back to the video. I've been doing these videos for a while. Look at that. Look at that. Now, what does that remind you of? I'm speaking without speaking. Just think about what I'm saying. Look at that.
It just doesn't make a lot of sense. He tried to compare it to
this
the
guy
dude.
here?
Do you know the dude that went through the crowd of the New Orleans that did the New Orleans tragedy? That it was a Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Right. So he's trying to say that 7 was there too, but it really was just like you're about to see it. I just don't get it. It's just a reach, bro. It's a big reach.
So I'm confused. Was this dude saying that Elon Musk has something to do with this dude escaping?
This guy right here on New Year's Day, he plowed his 4x4 in New Orleans. Remember that? Okay, well, let me let you check out his apartment. Inside of his apartment, he had that. Look, that's in his apartment. Can you believe
That's
it?
a reach.
That's in his
That's
apartment,
a reach.
people. This is deep. This here is in the guy's apartment.
That's just
New
some
Orleans,
cables.
January 1st.
What does that 7 mean, DBS?
He took all those.
But
Yo, it depends where you at. It could mean G, the 7th, letter in the alphabet. It stand for G.
And you're
It's
muted,
got
DBS.
several meanings. You know what I mean? Depending where you at.
Bro, that black piece going across there, straight across, is a handle to pull that out. And this coming down to make the 7 is a damn wire going up to the top.
Charger.
So sitting up there, dropping down wire.
I know this dude's crazy.
That's
bro.
not a 7, bro.
So that looks like some kind of cord hanging from a box. I don't know what this dude was trying to say. I don't know. This is one of those crazy.
All right, let's do some. We can do body cams too if y'all want to. Basically, this dude's caught. Derrick Rose is still out. Ain't too much more on that. I'm sure more information will come out, like about
one remains, right? One remains, right? So
One
we're still gonna have
remains.
to cover that,
Yep.
Now this video here is crazy.
That's all finance issues.
This is how I have to eat. This is my life. Always with Johnny.
Your life wasn't like this, boo boo.
I didn't fuck no.
No, but you spoke to everyone.
I didn't fuck no one.
You embarrassed.
On August 10th, 2023, a frightened 911 call was made to the Hollywood Police Department in Florida from a victim who stated that her husband of 3 years assaulted her during a lunch over McDonald's. Her husband, Andres Perez, is an active Miami-Dade police officer.
Tell me exactly what happened.
We got in a dispute with my husband, and he ended up putting hands on me, and he ended up breaking the house.
How many minutes ago did this happen?
Like 15 minutes ago.
He hit you? Do you need a fire rescue?
No. He pushed me.
Okay.
You destroyed everything. Look at the front door. Look at the front door. Look at the door. Look at everything.
Okay, ma'am. Try to refrain from arguing with him. Try to refrain from arguing with him.
After you hit me and you break everything, you still say you're gonna destroy me? You're a piece of shit. You a female abuser.
Okay.
Yes, I'm literally calling because I'm done with you because you are crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yo.
She's recording this on purpose. She's making sure
Yep.
she's sure.
Insurance policy. Cut.
Nah, crossing the T's. Well, kind of blurry. They need to get some Windex out there.
What we doing? It was good. All right. Just come on.
My guy been eating potato chips.
He talking about
Onions.
calm as hell.
What's going on?
What's going on, man? You got an argument with your wife? Huh? You got an argument with your girl? I don't know who's there. Yeah, wife. What happened? What's going on? Go in.
He calm because these are his peers.
Yeah, exactly, bro. He's a cuck.
It's all about financial problems, to be honest with you. She doesn't have a job, so she's been trying to find one. I tried to tell her, let's go out with the kids, whatever. So we took the kids up. Well, I took the kids out. Came back, brought food. And man, I can show you all the messages. It's just...
We got in a dispute. We got in a fight.
Okay, what is it over?
She wants that alimony, man. She wants that money, son.
And he's mad that she's cheating. He's on some cuck shit. Like, he's a cuck about to get arrested by his own peers. That's crazy.
He's always acting this way whenever I'm depressed or something. I always have to be good. When I feel like some sort of way, he starts acting out.
No, are they married?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she trying to get a piece of that pension. All that.
In the beginning, officers seemed a bit confused about who hit whom and the reason they were called, but the truth would slowly come out.
I'm not going to tell you. I get you. I get you. You know, I know she's going to say whatever. But long story short,
I know she's going to say whatever. He already know what's coming.
You know, your wife can tell you, like, oh, like, I want to go have fun. So then she literally tells you, I want to go have fun with, like, somebody else. And then I'm like, okay, fine. Like,
oh, he about to cry, bro. He crying.
Sometimes good moments, I'm understanding. The next, like, it's bad. So it's like, I don't know where to put my anger, you know? So I put my anger, and yeah, fine, I break the door.
Yo, hold on real quick, DVS. He said sometimes I'm understanding. He's saying she cheating, talking to other dudes, but sometimes I'm cool with it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? He giving Adam 22 vibes. Like,
that was a good catch on the verbiage, Ronnie. That was a good catch on the verbiage, bro.
And right. You know what I'm trying to say? So a couple times, yeah. So like literally right now, bro, I can do a cheeseburger at her.
What? Okay, so
I'm sorry.
What actually happened today? What is the argument over?
The argument is
they got real beef.
Money. It's not money. I'm stressed because I've been trying to find a job. I've been trying to
So it's work related.
I have a lot of issues building up, like my family, this and that. So today I went to say that he took the kids and I got to a point in my life that I feel like I need to restart. I need to because it's just so much problems. So I cannot give a little bit of attitude. I cannot anything. That he starts, that he always ends up being very aggressive. Very aggressive.
When you say very aggressive, what do you?
Man, he's not very aggressive. I know aggressive fellas, man. And
she putting on.
But we only seen not even half the video yet. We gotta wait because there could be more, you know what I'm saying? But it does seem like
face, man. She's bullshit, man.
But he straight up told on himself already, bro. He said hit it with a cheeseburger.
Yeah, but
take this cheeseburger, hold the fries.
But she's trying to restart.
She's trying to restart. She's trying to restart.
With his money.
Restart. Yeah, absolutely.
He normally breaks walls, breaks the door, breaks.
Okay, well, I'm talking about as far as where you're concerned. You guys are physical today?
Yeah.
Okay, when you say physical, how?
We were eating here, and then he hit me with the bag. Like
The suspect was captured on video hitting his wife with a McDonald's bag during an argument just before the video went dark and she could be heard crying.
Grabbed me, and that's when he's grabbing me like that, and for me to push him, I start, because he was grabbing me.
Okay.
You just said she hit him, and then she took it back. She said she pushed him.
That's crazy, bro. He said, take this burger, hold the fries.
It didn't get.
But that's not violent, bro. I mean, it's
aggressive, but it ain't really violent. But she said she wanted to catch up. She didn't say she wanted to catch up.
It could also be an accident, bro.
Excuses, but I know violent fellas, man, and that is not violent. You know what I mean?
I mean,
he seems like he just wants a hug and reassurance, man. He just wants.
So he about to go to jail.
Yo, it seems like to me he's entitled, bro, because he's a cop. He feels like he can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants.
He didn't throw the cop shit around not
You know
one time during this situation, bro. I'm not seeing that. I'm not getting those vibes, man. I feel like.
I mean, does he have to with the car and like?
Right, he got sense of entitlement. They know who he is already. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, they know. But look, at the same time, that cheeseburger to the face, that could have been an accident, bro. You know what I mean? It's grabbed in the bag. Oh, here you go. Boom. Went to throw it to her, and it just happened that she caught it with her face.
Fuck. Let's keep it a buck. That was deliberate as fuck. Good shit,
I
though.
know
Good
it.
try, though.
You
should be a lawyer.
It's really bad because I can punch a fucking door and that.
I mean, and so there's nothing. There's nothing wrong with punching a wall. It's always better to punch a wall.
Right, but in her eyes, I know it's bad. And I'm not trying to make it bad for him. I promise you, man. It's been 8 years. I'm trying to be understanding. But like, I tell her, it's like, yo, okay, so if you're broke, why does that tell you, okay, you want to go have fun with somebody else? We can break up right now. You can go and you go have fun with somebody else.
Right.
But you're still broke. It still doesn't change your situation.
Right. It's not going to change anything.
So I'm literally trying, I told her, you do realize you're literally turning me in just to go have fun. We can go have fun. Yes, he's working, but I'm working because there's a financial. I'm trying to pay the bills. Right. So, bro, I'm working every overtime, every fucking detail.
But yo, hold up. Ain't that your job as a man to protect and provide, and as a police officer to protect and serve? It's contradictory, you know what I mean? I'm just saying what he's saying is contradictory.
She seems like she's no good, son.
Oh, I already know she's no good. Fact.
Yeah, he's trying to hold on to something that's not there. And
exactly. That's why I said he's a cuck.
He's naive in a lot of ways, man. He's got mommy issues, man.
It's a relationship that should not be.
He gets frustrated. Trust me, bro. Nah,
I
understand. Especially when you're working a lot, you only got the house and it's just you.
Because they both in the wrong, I guarantee.
Listen, man.
Yeah, she cheating. He heated. You know what I mean? She get heated.
They both in the wrong.
Especially you don't really got time to be home because you're working.
Toxic.
Like I'm home. No, because
I don't know why people are surprised in toxic relationships.
I took off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday to tomorrow, I have a Dolphins game to go work, a detail. But I took off these 3 days literally to go spend the time with her. And like literally, she tells me last night, "Oh, I'm gonna go out with some guy, whatever." And I'm like, "Bro, I can show him." It caught me at a good moment because I'm like,
cut her off, right?
I'm trying to be understanding, but then
I'm trying to be understanding.
Not that she went.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's looking for love, man. He wants to be loved. He didn't see listen, man. He sees the world. Listen, man. He sees the world for what it is, man. Every day in the streets.
Obviously not.
He's a cop. You know what I mean? He's seeing bad shit.
Sucker.
He wants to come home to some loving shit, man. He wants to
got the wrong one. He got the wrong
woman that loves him and is loyal.
If he want to go come home to some love, he need to go find it
like that.
Exactly.
You need to go find that love.
He got the wrong bitch
because it's not here.
Yeah, he ain't got the time to do that, bro. He's working all the time. So how does he?
Well, then maybe then you need to read the universe and accept that it's time to work on yourself because that's not the time to go out there and find that love. You need to love yourself, young man, before you can go out here and find a woman to love you.
But this is what I said, man. I say he's got mommy issues, man. He needs a hug, man. He just wants to be loved. That's all it is. And
obviously, shit ain't all good. They in McDonald's and shit. No, respectfully.
Well, bro, what you're saying though is basically he a simp, and I agree. He's
he a sucker. He's a straight sucker.
And he a simp, and he
Well,
need
he
to get his
got
shit
suckered.
together.
Yo, let me
He
break it
got
down,
he
right?
got
If he's
suckered.
so cool with this shit, right? Why you throwing McDonald's bags at her? You already cool with it. She already told you what she doing, and you saying you being understanding. Then you
Right.
flipping out throwing cheeseburgers and shit.
There
Which
should
one
have.
is it? You
It's just how we're
contradicting
seeing.
yourself.
Just how we're seeing it. This kid,
Look,
this
man.
guy,
If
talk his shit, right? And he's being understanding. He's got mommy issues. He needs a hug. As we're seeing it. Imagine how a female sees it, bro. So
Look,
she's
bro.
probably trying every fucking thing in the book to see how far she can go with this. Well, I'm gonna go see Johnny, and we're gonna go dance and have fun.
and
The
that's
fuck
where
you
he's.
mean?
That's
Yo.
where
And then he's
talking
probably
about.
like, well, okay, if that's
Go
truly what it
ahead.
is, then go ahead.
No,
And then
do
he thinks
you.
about it for a few, and he's like, yo, I'm not a sucker. What the fuck is
Mm-mm.
he talking about? What the fuck you mean you're going to see Johnny?
Right.
So now she's playing with his head. She knows what the
Bro.
fuck she's doing, bro. She lined this whole shit up, bro. This is like
Yo, listen, DVX, you know why you know you
take your
right?
alimony 101, bro.
He was recording before he even threw the cheeseburger, so she
This is
expected
dumb
he
as
knew
hell,
what
bro.
was
She was
coming,
doing,
bro.
bro.
She
Come
baited
on,
his
bro.
ass, bro.
It's
Yeah,
dumb
let's
as
be real.
hell.
Come on,
Because
let's be real.
look, man, if he's playing by the game, he's playing by the rules of this shit. This cheeseburger never gets thrown. Because whenever she says that shit about the other night hanging out with some other dude, okay, that's a wrap. Don't come
Walk
back.
the fuck away, right? Exactly.
Yeah,
Wrap it up.
but you
It's
ain't
the
gonna be
law.
here for me to have
Exactly.
those type of emotions take over my body. Like
But you
you're
gotta
not gonna be
remember,
here.
there's dudes out there just like this right now, bro, getting played like a fiddle.
Then they need to get
Exactly.
their life
Chicks is
together.
sitting on them. I'm talking about waiting 5 years to divorce them. They'll
If-
run
Yo,
5
he's
years.
cool with
you're-
it one day and then he's mad the next. That's some sucker shit. Like,
If
come
you're
on,
one
man.
of them dudes out there that
But
DVS
that's
is saying, it is describing like this dude, if you're one of them dudes, man, you need to love yourself. You need to fix yourself before you try to have somebody else fix you. Ain't nobody else out here ever gonna fix you. Only you can do that.
This shit is
yeah.
toxic, bro.
That's
Straight up.
like
That's why she was recording. She knows shit was gonna get ugly. She was ready.
yeah, she lined it up, man. When you
Exactly.
sent me this video a while ago, man, I was listening to
And
it.
he's still a scumbag. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
He's a scumbag. He's a whole degenerate,
Twice
dirtbag,
over.
shiesty, shady scumbag, right?
Twice
But
over.
I can see how she played his ass too a few times.
And now she ended up just going to the gym because the guy said no, whatever. But then at night, you tell me we have a spare room, so I'm sleeping in the spare room. Oh, come.
It's over, bro. Fucking
Yo, we
over.
sleeping in the spare room in his own
In the
house.
spare room, bro. It's gotta be
Sucker.
over, bro. It's over,
Sucker
bro.
shit.
We might as well flood this joint, bro. Fuck it.
Facts.
We out here. We're all out here. We're all sleeping in the dirt. Fuck.
Hey, breadwinner, man. Salute to you, brother.
So we have sex, and right after it's like, oh, like I'm a fucking ball of emotions.
Because you're going back and forth.
You, in the argument, he hit you with the bag, or you hit him with the bag, or
No, he
threw the bag.
he said it was just like it really didn't hurt me. He said it was just, but I felt
Yo,
like
hold
he
up.
was-
You peep
he
that
was
shit?
yelling.
Hold up.
I have
Hold up.
things over.
You see the cop just try to get her to incriminate herself. Like, did you hit him with the bag? Like, he try to slide that shit in there and look out for his
Yeah,
own
they
right
working for
quick.
him.
You know what I mean?
They working for
Well,
him.
that's a
Yeah.
part of the tactics because she's got enough information where he's gonna mix it up for her to actually tell the truth because she wants to tell the truth so bad now because he's got the story mixed up. When he really doesn't, he's just using pieces of the story to confuse her to get her to tell the truth.
Yeah, yeah. Because they working for they peer. They're working for their peer out there, really. They don't want him to have a
That's just
domestic
tactics
charge,
that they
bro.
use regularly. That's something that they do just to, get you to tell on yourself.
And yelling at me like I was literally like eating, and then it always happens. He's a cop. They never do anything to him.
The victim mentioned that her husband is a cop and that nothing allegedly happens to him because of his status as an officer.
Like I said, I'm just trying to understand.
Where I'm
You
at,
guys got into an argument,
both
he threw
people
the
go.
bag.
No, he didn't.
So if they show up for this, both people go.
And it was his
Automatic.
He grabbed the bag. It was his hand. His hand hit me. He threw the bag, but he went like this. That's when I grabbed the sword.
Man.
Then she added shit, bro. He definitely whipped that bag at her, bro. But now she's saying he hit her too. I don't know about all that.
What state?
Florida.
I mean, Let me see where.
Oh, bro, they would take no for him. Like,
And then he
they
started
working for
grabbing.
dudes, bro.
Talk to her about. I don't know, like what you really want. Like I know I've been here, but I don't know what you want me to tell you, man.
I know. Listen, I hear you going through a lot, bro. Trust me. I understand completely. My wife wasn't working. I'm on OT right now, so trust me.
I wake up, give this girl coffee, make her breakfast almost every goddamn day, bro.
He's a cuck, bro. He's a fucking cuck, bro. I'm sorry.
I told you.
I'm
Yeah,
working.
we gotta
Listen,
title this shit "Cuck Cop Gets Arrested." If they put the cuffs on him, it's "Cuck Cop Gets Arrested" straight
no,
up.
there's no way.
Cop simping.
There's no way. No fucking way, bro.
He's a simp,
Open
bro.
panel, hit the link, let us know what you think.
Get the baby prepared. Take her to the daycare. Go to work. Repeat the process. Come home. Pick up the baby from the daycare. The other two boys do not problem because they're in summer. If not, they'll be going to school right back here. It's like I'm doing everything.
How many kids
So
you got?
what she do?
2, 3?
She
We have
work?
one in common. She has her boy. I have my boy. So I got 3 kids.
Okay.
Like I don't know what.
I get you, bro. Just take it easy right now, man. Just take it easy. Let me
Good boy.
You got your? Is this car registered to you?
No, they're actually both registered to her.
Okay.
I sold my truck. I sold my watches. I sold everything.
Gotcha.
And then you want to tell me, oh, hi, what a like, bro, I'm being accused. Oh, because I guess some bar.
She don't love you like you love her.
Oh no, man, he seemed a little off now. After
Don't
spending
say
time
her.
with him.
She don't
Bro,
want to be. Yo, DVS. In all serious, all jokes aside, I was just thinking the same thing. Homeboy is
Bro,
mentally unstable. He
he's
mentally
crashing,
unstable.
bro.
You know,
He's crashing.
Like,
Yeah.
this is why you
Like,
guys
the pop.
for like 5-10 minutes.
This toxic relationships playing a toll on him.
The person never contacted her back. They literally just did
She out there getting down by other dudes.
I've been accused of, I called
He
them.
knows all
I
about
hired
it.
her.
Oh,
Blah, 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 blah. Bro, I reached out to friends.
I'm sorry. I'd have had to search him, bro. I'd have had to make sure he ain't had no fucking fire on him. He fucking whipped that phone out like he was ready.
Nah,
to
bro,
go.
that's that
Sling action.
pure respect.
They brothers, bro.
Yeah, that blue line. That's that thin blue line right there.
Yeah, I don't. Yo, listen. I don't care about none of that shit because we not on that side of the fence, my guy. You being alleged to be a domestic dispute with a female, your wife. Yo, bro, there's so many men that take their lives and their wives' lives. There's like 4 situations that just took place in the last 4 days.
This is their fellow officer.
Yeah,
They
I don't
looking
give
at
a fuck.
they
That's
looking
even
at you
more
like
of a
a
reason
criminal.
for me to be like, yo, hold on.
I get what you're saying, but that's also why they ain't gonna have you as a policeman, DVS.
Exactly,
because
because
you ain't
he
getting
didn't
down
even
with
think
the
they
blue
should
line.
pat down the dude that had the gun in the ride along. He tripping.
Like, bro, these
Respectfully.
they rolling together. You know, they the biggest gang out there.
Bro,
Facts, legal gang.
That car, you know what I'm saying? Whoa. You talking about crazy to me, man.
To contact those people to reach out to her. I ended up DMing on my Instagram, fucking restaurant. Hey, what time's orientation? Just acting dumb, whatever, to try to like grab the information that she needs. And they finally, and literally all it was that apparently, I guess maybe lost in communication, whatever. The lady emails her saying, "Hey, look, I never got your."
And yo, hold up, just for the record, right?
You
Him
haven't
being
sent
an
me the information.
officer, he knows how this shit goes. He knows protocol. He knows they got on body cams. So he literally acting for the camera. He putting on. You know what I'm saying? For
He
he
know
thinking
what to
long
do.
run defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he knows exactly what to do, man. And they ain't gonna let him do nothing too wrong.
We'll see.
Right.
She was asked for. I can't do anything about it for the orientation tomorrow.
You gotta come and say the bad news. We taking you, son.
Bro, think about this though. Out the gate, right?
Yeah, you can tell by his walk, bro. Bad news.
Thank you, son. Bad news, man. You going with us. You gotta
Think about this though, bro. Out the gate, usually when they come for the domestic like this, A lot of times you're detained in cuffs out the
right
gate.
away, immediately.
Right away.
In both
parties.
He's paying attention to his peripheral. He already sees him coming. He already feels him.
Oh, yeah, he hears it. You hear that
He
grass.
been on the
I
other
gave her all
side.
passwords to like the AT&T, the service provider. She has all passwords. She can check all my
walk by. He felt so relieved when he walked by because he really thought he was coming to put cuffs on him. Like he was worried. Like I don't know if he really looked at
because
it.
he knows
sure
she's
he ain't
in there
armed and dangerous. You know what I mean?
logs. I have printed out my own logs.
saying whatever she
Highlighted,
wants in there.
named it.
You don't know.
I don't have access to it to go even check hers. But the other week, she literally tells me that she was already talking to another guy. Oh, we didn't do anything. It was just a friend. I understand it was just a friend. Let me see the message. So I deleted it. Now it looks.
You're a fucking sucker, bro. I'm sorry. You're
Exactly.
wild.
Straight sucker. Straight sucker.
Now it's suspicious. Yeah.
Now it looks bad.
Gotcha.
I send her money, whatever.
10-4.
Fill up the car. She didn't want to leave with me and the boys. I go, listen, we can just be friends. Just think of it as like, we're broken up, but you got your kid, my kid, and they're like brothers. They've been inseparable.
Gotcha.
Like, since
So you try to keep them together. Exactly.
Right. So just come. I go, if you want, your car's filled up. Meet me there. Came alone. Fine. Still no. Oh, I'm going to color my hair. Okay, fine. There's your money. There's this. Went grocery shopping earlier. Fucking 701. Right in Publix. Groceries. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, oh, that's why you took the boys out. No, because I promised myself I was going to be a better dad.
Right.
That's why I do their football on Saturday. Go biking with them. I try to do everything. Like, I don't even go to the gym for myself.
So, yo, let me just say this, right?
Because you're always out working.
Be a better father. Yo, hold on. Pause it right quick.
Trust me.
A guilty person, they going to try to become friends. If you innocent, you're going to be like, fuck you. I didn't do shit.
Oh, it's over. He's sitting on that ground like that, man. They taking his ass.
Hopeless.
Oh, he's defeated, bro. Like that woman, like he's such a simp, bro.
This is a mental meltdown.
Got him. It's over.
Cup gets arrested. Cup caught in cuffs. Cup caught in cuffs.
Simping to the cell. It's funny. This is funny.
Hey, yo, I gotta say, I love seeing the cop get
So we gonna take your
arrested,
phone and watch. I'm gonna put this bracelet in your book
I was
bag,
thinking the same thing.
do you know what his wallet
I
is?
hope he can get his
Yo, look at her.
fix.
She's shady. That's scandalous. She's shady.
Yeah. She know what she did, but
That body language right there, like
right
I
now.
got
This
him.
is her house now. This is
Got him.
this
Yeah.
Hey, the
Wow.
cars is hers.
Everything's
She
hers.
has all the bills in her name. Like, bro, she just got him. Like
He
he
already
just
in
sent
the
his
gangster.
way.
Yeah.
He and he got arrested for this, so he just sent his way out the job. Like you just lost your job, bro. As a police officer, you done right there. You're gonna have to move and
I got
like.
the old ones.
You know what they say? It takes 10 seconds to fuck up a whole lifetime.
Less than that.
Of course.
Oh man, she evil, bro. She evil. If the shit he's saying real, and she out there running around like that, but he's a fool.
Hold on, she's showing them the real video.
You can live in your own place. You tell me, how does money tell you to leave me? There's no way this didn't happen.
You concentrate on the nice part. That's whatever you tell me.
What nice part? That's what you put.
No, I don't trust you. That's why I'm leaving you. I don't trust you. I know, not from 3 years. I don't trust you. The damage you did too much. That's why I'm leaving you. I'm leaving you because I'm done.
3 years ago, you're the one who.
He's mentally unstable, bro.
I have been clean since then. I earned my right. Yeah, you want to tell me?
I told you someone when I was pregnant. And left and you abandoned your pregnant girl.
What the did you do?
There it is.
She hyped him up, boy. She walked him to the cliff, bro.
And filmed the whole shit, bro.
Yup. Damn.
What did you do? I didn't deserve that. But I did it. What you do means nothing. You didn't deserve that? What the hell you did when we first
All
started?
Please take note.
Yo, she basically she admitted to doing everything that he just said. She didn't deny the shit at all. So she was out there just sucking and fucking.
Yeah, and then she
Like,
walked
it was
him to the
nothing.
cliff while filming it. Like she knew,
Man.
like bro,
Walked him
look,
to the cliff and
whenever
just had
jerking and
pushed them
twerking,
off.
and
look,
he's
anybody
hurting.
who been in a long relationship knows that you know your partner so well that you know their exact buttons to push
And
to
you know how
get
they're gonna
them.
react. That's why she had the phone
Yeah.
lined up. Exactly.
And she
It's a
knows the
lineup.
buttons to push right there. And she said, "Come on, baby, right to the cliff, just like Spartans did to their elders."
All my friends saw you naked because you decided to go speak and they
See, y'all, these toxic relationships. We saw it in Las Vegas a couple weeks ago. We see it right here. This one didn't end as bad, but it could have. It damn sure could have.
Shit could have got real ugly. His temper, we seen the temper come out, bro. Came out of character. He was screaming at the top of his lungs, bro. He had veins popping out of his neck and shit. You know what I mean?
And you know, these toxic relationships, they have these really bad times, but when the good times are good, it's like so extravagant, right?
It's like
that
a high, bro. You crash really
But
high,
bro,
then you really low. Exactly.
everybody out there, anyone that is in any type of toxic relationship out there, yo, it is not worth it. Those
the fuck up
ups
outta
that
there.
you get are not worth the downs. Some of those downs may end it all. Like this dude, he lost his job, he lost his career. Like he's gonna be a veterinarian.
And people have
catching-
patterns too. They can apologize as much as they want, but they're gonna continue to repeat them patterns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, and look, there's in the Zoe in the chat, man. That's a good comment too. Ain't nobody even said nothing about that, but these poor kids, they there listening to it. You know what I mean? Like, and he's homeboy's talking about you know, my son and her son are almost like brothers, they're inseparable, like, you know, so now these kids are gonna have to be taken away from each other and they're best friends or whatever.
But the
And
fact is, you know what I mean? And it sounds grimy. Fortunately, you know, they don't have a child together. He has his child, she has her child. They could all go their own separate ways
which is
and act
needed,
accordingly. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate,
there's
but at
there's
least
no
they don't have
ties
a
there.
tie for life, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Except for the
Yeah.
marriage, they could get divorced, and that could be that. That could be the end of that. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's gonna lose stuff on that too, bro. Like
Because she could get a
it's
restraining order, court order, and shit. He would have to stay away. You know what I mean?
yeah. And I mean, and then that affects his job, like a job somewhere else, because then you can't have it, you know. So
Yo, it's crazy seeing a cuck cop in cuffs. I gotta say,
bro,
it
cop
felt good to see a cop get arrested. Like, you know, see them on the other end.
strange simping.
You know,
bro, that's wild, man. I mean, I'm
Wicked
kind of
wild.
glad that, you know, I don't know. I'm glad he went to jail, but at the
They
same time, I
diffused
feel
the
like
situation,
both of
removed
them.
them from the situation. Right. Yeah. They was both definitely in the wrong, but we ain't up here victim blaming or none of that. We're trying to really dissect this and really dive
Yeah.
into it. And I'm just
I
calling it
mean,
like I see it, bro. That he was lined up, bro, straight up.
around here, that's how
He
it goes,
fucked up
bro.
and
They
lost his
show up.
temper. And
If
he
they
got
show up for domestic around here, you both getting bracelets and down to the snitch.
immediately. Yeah, till we figure this shit out, we
You
detaining both you.
You getting
Exactly.
detained off the rip with
Yep.
bracelets.
They
And
don't give
then
a
9
fuck who
times
did
out of
what, who
10,
called. Yeah,
9 times out of 10, both of y'all are going.
exactly.
Man, bro.
And then you know, I believe it was because this one dude had killed his wife or something like that, right? And ever since then, it's like protocol that if you show up for a domestic, you immediately detain until you figure out what's going on, you know what I mean? They can't have
Yeah,
no
yeah.
liabilities, you know what I mean? In certain states, I'm sure it's different in each state, but
Yeah, states are different with it, but I mean, a lot of them are near about the same stuff, though, man. And the laws.
as soon as them cameras go off and they get up out of there, they're gonna take care of them, get them up out of there as quick as they can, make this as small as possible. Like they're gonna do what they can. There's only so much they can do, but they're gonna treat him like a brother. You know what I'm saying? That's facts.
Yeah, and it's gonna get played down, bro. I mean, he might even be able to get keep a desk job.
Exactly.
You
And
know,
in
like
these toxic relationships, like we was talking about, it's so toxic that they're so used to it. She might go back and say, "Nah, I forgive him. Nah, this didn't happen." It was like, you know what I mean? She might
that'd be the
go
worst
twist the
thing you
shit.
could do.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
That's
maybe
what's
dropping
toxic about
charges.
it.
You drop the charges like that, but don't go back to her, homie. Let her drop
Right.
the charges if she wants to do it like that. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. It's I'll be out. Yeah, drop them. And then once she drops them, bro, don't ever speak to her again.
Facts. That's just a rap. Rap like Reynolds, you know what I mean? It's just over. Shamrocks and Clovers. Dollar signs for my soldiers, you know this.
All day. Scandalous
Shout out to the
squad in the
peeps.
building.
Yeah, Scandal Squad, man. Shout out to the peeps
Hold
in
up.
the streets. Hit that like button if you like something.
Yes, sir. It's the
Yeah.
YouTube streets, baby. Ronnie Blue Eyes. It's your boy Corrupt. We just up here, man. We hour and 15 into it, bro.
Just chopping it up.
What else? We got anything else on the agenda?
There's a lot going on right now. I think we're gonna save that for a pre-record, but yeah, man. That cheeseburger slap was wild, bro. Honestly, I think they kind of blew it out of proportion a little bit. It doesn't look like he hit her, but there could have been some shit that happened off camera that wasn't captured. We don't know the whole story, you know what I mean? But like you said, I think they both was in the wrong in certain ways. That don't mean he should have reacted the way he acted. But for once, we seen a cop get justice. That's really rare for a cop to pull up and put cuffs on another cop. So we just seen a cop in cuffs. That's
Let me
crazy.
ask you this, Ronnie. So adultery is a crime, right?
It's a crime. It's a sin. You already know where to begin.
Okay. In that video that she's showing where she's abused, right? She's openly admitting to adultery.
Right. So if they get a divorce, when it comes to you hope they got a prenup. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, but you know, he got arrested for I guess domestic, right? I assume domestic assault.
But that would just when it comes to equities and property and custody and shit like that, that's where he could pull that card. But when it comes to straight charges, if he was violent or aggressive, you know, they're gonna have to detain him. Whether it gets dropped or downsized, we know what's gonna happen, you know what I mean? That's how it ends up.
I wonder if it's illegal for the cheating on your spouse like that in Florida. Because if it is,
each state is different, right?
Yeah, she admitted to a crime. You know what I mean? On that evidence. So if that evidence is brought into court to show that he did this, well, she's on there admitting to a crime. If the state of Florida, adultery is a crime,
right? Even if it ain't a crime, right? If they get a divorce, when it comes to certain things like properties and houses and cars and stuff
it's a
like that,
bad look for
he's
her.
gonna have something to stand on as well. So it's crazy all around. It's toxic, like you said. You know what I mean?
Well, and he's kind of clever because he put everything in her name, even though he's the one that makes the money. He put
That's
everything in
dumb
her
as
name.
fuck. He's dumb as
But not
fuck.
when it
What a
comes to
cuck.
divorce, though. Not when it comes to divorce, because now she's gonna have everything on. Like that's all her shit. You know what I mean? All he has is a job. So she's gonna have to give him half of everything. He might have to give her a little bit of alimony, but they're gonna have to sell that house, split the money, and either come to a decision on the cars. And you know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro, that's gonna be split up in a divorce.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like he won't get that screwed as if they weren't married and they were in her name. Like if that was the case and they weren't married, then yeah, he's totally
Yeah,
screwed.
that's some Liver King roid rage right there. He wasn't messed up, but you know what I mean?
I think with the chemical imbalance as well.
Definitely. Shout out to the chat. You know where it's at, man. YouTube Streets
What
podcast.
a
Hit that
big
like button if
course.
you like something. Yeah.
Are we talking about Jeff Bezos marrying again?
Jeff Bezos
Yeah,
getting
I don't know.
married.
Because how stupid could this guy be to redo it? He just made this woman in the world by the divorce. Oh, we got someone backstage. Oh, we got Amber Nola up here. How you doing?
Amber Nola.
Hey, my loves.
What's
Hey, how you
happening
doing?
with
Welcome to the YouTube Streets.
Good evening. Good evening.
I just want to say in Louisiana,
Let's get to that.
In Louisiana.
Okay, so where we are, like my inheritance was in my husband's account until last week. And doesn't matter. Like he would have still half of it would have still been mine, no matter who did what.
But there was no prenup, right?
No.
Exactly. Okay.
But we
I
are
see.
like a community property state.
Okay, okay. Well, thank you for that information. Definitely gives
Yeah.
context. I know they're in Florida, but we was talking about Louisiana for a
Louisiana.
little while when it
Hey,
comes to that
remember,
inmate
remember,
escape.
Ronnie, the Louisiana Purchase, right? So Louisiana was her own
Yep.
country at one point.
Crazy. Yeah, they got this shit is different down there, bro, for sure.
Oh, it's wild over here.
My sister lives in New Orleans down there.
Wicked wild. I be seeing, you know what I mean, New Orleans and never mind Mardi Gras and all that. You got No Limit. You got the Hard Boys. You know what I mean, Cash Money. You see a lot of camps come out of there.
Yeah, my
Magnolia.
sister,
You know what I'm saying?
my sister down there in the French Quarter, man. She doing her thing, man. Stand-up comedy. She used to be a professor, dropped being a professor in college and went to stand-up comedy, man.
Bro, I be watching that show. What is it? Swamp something. They be hunting the gators and shit, shooting them. That's
I
crazy.
remember that show, bro. I ain't watched it forever, man. I used
Yeah, I
to
remember
dig the
that
shit
shit. I
out
be
of that
thinking of
show.
Louis, yeah, Bobby
Yeah,
Boucher shit. Bobby Boucher
yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. They get them and then they pop them right in the head.
In the bayou. You know what I'm saying? Some bayou boys.
Yeah. That one old boy, man. He ain't got no teeth really, but boy, he be catching gators.
Yo, there's a shorty on there that be doing it with a bow hunting, silent killer.
Yeah, I ain't seen it in years, bro. I mean, like when I was watching it, it's probably like 10, 12 years ago. So they probably got all new people nowadays.
Yeah, I'm sure I haven't seen it in a
Oh, we
while
lost
either. But
Amber?
it made me think of that though. You know what I mean?
Throw a little
Hey,
butter now.
Amber Nola, appreciate you coming up here, letting us get that little info.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Little butter, nah, little butter.
Oh no, I'm gonna do a video on Alligator Alcatraz.
You don't crawl there in the bucket, yeah.
Bobby Boucher.
All right, fellas, man. Hey, I just want to tell y'all, man, in the chat, I appreciate everybody. YouTube Streets, we about to bounce out of here, though.
Yes, sir, ski.
Yeah.
Hey, enjoyable evening, man. Appreciate it, y'all.
Yo, we're looking out for pulling up, Krupp. Always a
Hell
pleasure,
yeah.
my guy. Salute.
You already know, man. I anytime I can, bro, I try to. Yeah, this like home over here, bro. You know what I mean? This is like the home away from home over here.
Big facts.
I was talking on my channel today, man. I did a little short live real quick today. And I said, man, I got a comment from somebody today talking about, hey, man, I know I got the notifications on you and I know I'm subbed to a lot of people, but I don't never get no notifications for you. And I hit him back. I was like, yeah, that's probably because I don't never do nothing on my channel. I was like, if you see me, I'm over on YouTube Streets and I'm on Bloodhounds or I'm over here. I was like, I'll be doing things, just not so much on my channel. But
we deep in the streets.
We get back to it though. We're gonna get back to it, man. I got some things coming, but you know, it's always a pleasure for me, man, to hit that link and jump up over here on the YouTube streets, bro.
Respect.
Like some of the realest ones I've met on this YouTube shit, I've met over here on the YouTube streets, to be honest.
We got a Wade video dropping tomorrow. We got videos dropping next week. We're in a little bit of a rebuilding mode, so I kind of have a lot of room to work with, which is nice. I don't have to stick to like a big true crime name. Now I'm kind of like seeing if we could break smaller cases, and we'll be doing different kind of videos. Ronnie Blue Eyes, check them out on Patreon. We're eventually, when we go hard on Patreon, we're gonna go fucking hard.
We
just
gonna
gotta
light
do
that
it.
bitch up like a Christmas tree. Big facts.
Yeah, Ronnie, you gotta come through.
It's gonna get real scandalous. I got you. Say less. It's understood. Don't gotta be
You gotta come
discussed.
through, man.
It's
You gotta
gonna
come
get
through.
real scandalous. I got you.
We got GT Philly coming on. We got more interviews coming on, so make sure y'all check them out.
Shout out to homie Rocky Strong one time.
Big Rock, man. Salute the Rock. Salute to the chat. I see everybody. Kathy, B.
I tried to get Rock to come over here, man. He went live while we was going, and he said he woke up in the middle of the night, getting us or smoking. He was about to go smoke. I was like, "Hey, bro, we over here on the streets, man. Come through, pull up." He was like, "Man, I'm about to smoke and go back to bed. I appreciate it." Like, well, it's gonna happen one day, man. It's gotta happen one day.
You gotta come through, man. Come through, dog. I don't know what you doing here.
And respectfully, you know what I mean? Even though there was a lot of excuses, I appreciate Raquel apologizing so we could put that shit to bed. It ain't no sweat off my back, you know what I mean? Respectfully. Shout out to the whole chat. You know what I mean?
I'm not Ronnie, but I feel like a real apology is due.
Oh,
Like,
for Rock, yeah, they blocked her in the chat too last time. She's blocked. But I was just looking at the block list
I
because
would
somebody
normally
said,
not even entertain some shit like that, you know what I mean?
yeah, somebody said, go ahead.
Even if she's got to get on Chat GPT and explain to Chat GPT what she did and have it type up a real apology to Ronnie Blue, maybe do that, because then it would at least sound like you mean it.
But she
And
insulted
not just
everybody,
say
man.
it.
She don't gotta single me out. I consider that shit dead, yo. I move on to bigger and better things. You feel me?
Hey, respect, bro.
Yeah, she'll
I
move
ain't
on
trying to
to
be the
another
dead
day.
horse. Yeah, I ain't trying to be the dead
You
horse. You know
can't,
what I mean?
yeah, you can't dedicate energy to lost causes, man. That's just stupid. So I understand fully, bro. I really do.
You already know. But
That would
hey,
be
everybody
whack.
in the chat riding with us, man. It's the
Peace.
YouTube streets. Hit that like button if you like something. Ronnie the Ruler, Royal Blue Eyes, Scandalous Squadron. We out. YouTube streets. Peace.
YouTube Streets Awards, July 24th, around that time. All right.
We popping
What
off.
else was I
That's
gonna
the
say? Oh
fight
yeah. Bro, hey, I don't want y'all to be surprised next week or whenever it does get decided that Diddy gets off. Now, again, he might not get off on everything, but it's looking pretty fucking crazy that he might get off on some shit. Just don't be surprised about it. He might beat the feds.
Oh, exactly, man. They might come back with something else and get him for something different. What they did to Karen Reed, she didn't get accused of none of the crazy crimes, but they got her for a DUI. You know what I mean? So it's like, if they can't look what they did to Al Capone, they was after him for years for so many reasons. He's one of the biggest gangsters in the world, right? And they end up getting him on taxes. So if they can't get you on one thing, they'll get you on another. You know what I mean?
And thank you, Holly, from Canada, for the donation. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
What's the over under line on a bet of at least 2 of these juries being monetarily compromised?
You can't bet on something like that because it's never gonna get proven.
Well, I'm just saying, take for instance, like, do you think that there's a high possibility?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of stuff. I think Brian Steele, when they added Brian Steele after he just came off a huge win with the young Doug Wassell case, when you add a lawyer like that, and if he does this, every rapper's gonna want him. I'm surprised Dirk has. I think he might be representing Dirk actually, but dude, Brian Steele everyone was like, why didn't he bring the witnesses up? Because he wanted to prosecute. They fucked up so bad on some shit because they didn't have enough evidence that the jury's just gonna go with the, off the fuck ups of the prosecutors. He didn't want to fuck that up. They already fucked it up. So
Yeah,
Brian
you
Steele's
just
a
need
good,
reasonable doubt. Reasonable doubt, man. That's all you need. But I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, even still, man, like, I think like 90, 95%, there's at least enough jury bought off that he gonna get like time served, bro.
He spent a lot of money on this trial. That's where they got him. They got him for a bag.
Yeah, it's a money grab, bro. They got the
And
bag.
then
But
if you
but
paying jurors off too, bro, that's even more like
it's kind of like the OJ situation. When they couldn't get him for the murder, they went and got him for something else.
Yo, I said that on the last stream, bro. I said
you did,
perfect
yeah.
example, OJ. They couldn't
Yeah,
get him on the
yeah.
murder. They came and got him for something else. It's the same shit, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
You see it continuously. Al Capone, like several
But we
times, bro.
can't forget that this motherfucker beat the shit out of Cassie. Like, and they're not
Right.
getting him for that. They're not getting him for domestic
And that
violence
shit's on
and shit. But
camera.
yes, that's why whatever he gets hit guilty with, I'm gonna be happy with because that's what I ultimately remember how much of a scumbag he is. But people are like, no, this is the justice system. We got to make sure that he gets the legal da 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 on this, or I heard Glasses Malone say this. He said he's a scumbag, but he's our scumbag. And I'm like, oh my God.
Nah, he ain't my scumbag.
No, he was saying the black community was taking him in and making sure, it's like,
Y'all
what
need
the
to figure
fuck?
that out over there, y'all. He ain't my scumbag. I'll tell you that right now. I already got my scumbags.
He's a fucking degenerate dirtbag.
We already got Rob does work. We don't need no more.
Shady, shiesty scumbag.
Inside joke. Yes, Kathy, we know that. We're just saying that the way that they're listen, anything on Diddy would be great. That's all I'm saying, right? That's all I'm saying. Anything would be great if he gets,
Cause come on, man, he beat a woman and it's on camera. You can't. There's nothing you can say or do. It's in right there.
Yeah, man.
Right.
So people believe in equality, and I just think that you could believe in that, but at the same time, it still protect all women and children. It should be a standard.
What
I
is
don't
wrong with
understand the
this
new
shit these days?
era, the
Yeah,
new gen
I'm old
of
school, man. You know what I'm saying? You leave the women and children out of that shit.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
But yeah, I've been seeing some crazy ass shit.
It's a whole different world out here, man. The ball game's different. The goals have been moved. The rims are 3 feet higher. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole new world, bro. All right, man. I'm gassing out, fellas.
All right, man. Have a good night, chat. Have a good night.
Man. Salute.
Denver Maid, salute. K&B, Liz Rose, Jess, Barry. I think the super chat works there. I've seen Holly just do it. Irony, Barry Wood, Kids, Kicks, Facts, salute. Kathy, Ruth, LYD4, Amber Nola, Shane, salute to Shane, man. Stevie 25. We out, man. Salute to the whole chat. Hit the like button on the way out. B, salute. Chris, Kansas City. I know you're late. Rewind back. I'll leave this one up. This one's gonna stay up. Y'all have a good night.
Hey, much gratitude and great respects. It's corrupt on the YouTube streets.
Stay solid, stay sharp, stay strong, stay smart. Salute.
Social justice system, salute. Big B, one of the legendary OG goats. I don't know how he doesn't have a mod. Salute to you, man. Have a good night. Melanie, salute. Thank you for coming through. Katie, I see you. Jimbo Slice in the building. Let's talk about it. OG. Just in case TTTV, salute.
Salute.
We out.
One.
Salute to Holly from Canada too. And Irony Physica.